What's up? What's good? Matt Clark here at the new Matt Clark. How are each and every one of you doing on this amazing Monday? I'm doing great. My girl's doing great. My family's doing great. I hope each and every one of you are doing great. And honestly, I hope you're having a great family day. If you could please hit that like button, subscribe button, and that bell notification button so you get all my videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word, that'd be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help support the channel. The link is in the description of most of my videos. So what's up? I see Daryl Hex is here. T.46416 Scartown, George, Jay, and Mark LeBlanc. What's up, man? What are you guys dealing with? VJ, hey Matt, does time spent waiting in TSDC for transfer to federal count towards parole eligibility? Any time that you do counts towards your eligibility. T-Dot, man, what's up? What are you dealing with? Elaine Cloutier. Hey, what good, Shorty from London? What up? Shorty, man, what up? How you doing? Yeah, there's no days that you sit that typically won't count for at least 1 for 1. You know, sometimes if you're in a messed up situation, I guess you get a crazy ass judge, maybe they won't count your time, but most of the time they're going to count it for at least 1 for 1. Andrea, what's up? Shout out to Muskoka. Colin Shan, what's up? Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I try, you know, like I'm just me at the end of the day. Chilling with the fam. That's what I'm doing, man. Chilling with my girl. Elaine Cloutier. Just relaxing, long weekend. Laundry all done bong time. You already know. Oh, sorry. Is it Alan, right? Alan. But French. Phoenix. What is the reality for SA and domestic related charges for a person? So SA is definitely a bad reality if people find out why you're there. Domestic is different. You know, most people nowadays don't care about domestic, but you could bump into somebody who does care. Photo lover, happy family day. GGG, who wins the rematch? Leon Edwards. I have to say Kamaru, man, but he's got bad knees, so he could get caught again. I don't know. It's a pick'em. I think it's a pick'em. Hey, dude, from Timmins here. Great shows. Watch them all. Got a question for you. Got to type it. Mark, you already know. My ex has never been, but has 11 charges, 7 years. I don't understand. So he has that many charges over that time, but never got knocked? Basically, never got time. Yes, O'Reilly, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And they ain't done yet. I think they're still going to shore up the D. I think they're going to try. I could see someone like Kerfoot and someone like Engvall going out in a trade. That's what I'm saying. Hit that like button, people. Well, with 6 essays, he should be doing time. Hugh G, what up, man? Shout out to Ottawa. My son's been waiting in the TSDC detention center for over a month, waiting to be transferred to federal. It's supposed to only take 15 days. When you sign your waiver, from that point, that's how long it's supposed to take. But I guess there's probably some bed space issues. So, yeah, especially with the the signing of Achari, with getting Achari, right? He's just a grittier Kerfoot. Right, so he becomes kind of expendable. A team has not won a cup without a top 5 D man in decades. Yeah, yeah, I get it. But when you have committee, like I like their D. You know, I like Timothy Liljegren. I like what's his name? I don't know why his shit's not coming to me right now. Buddy from Calgary, you know what I'm talking about. I like Brody. You know, I like Riley offensively. You know, not super big fan of him defensively, but I like him offensively. One time years ago, I was released from Barton Street Buck in Hamilton. I managed to leave with a cert, the old blues. I was thinking about parting with it. You know, anyone who might be interested? Not a clue, my brother. Not a clue. But I'm sure you could find somebody if you put it on Kijiji or something like that. Fragger by. Good day, brother. How are you and everybody else doing today? Back to work on the old Monday night grind. Cheers out to Nipigon. Shout out. They do have a lifetime curse going on, but the curses stop, man. They all do. Look at the Cubs. Look at the Red Sox. They stop. Their team is really talented, man. You can't deny that. Like, if you're saying any less, you're like they don't even play up to their top ability a lot of the time, and they're fourth in the NHL. You know what I mean? And they just need some grit. That's the thing, that those top guys that they have, those guys are scorers, right? They're not gritty guys. You need guys to go in there and do the legwork and put the fear in people. And I think that's why O'Reilly and Achari are big pickups, because they add that grit. You see Achari, his nose is smashed over, his teeth are missing. They don't have guys like that, so that's good, you know. But they definitely, I think, need to do something still on D. Shout out to you, Shorty, man. Go give her that attention, my brother. They can move you. Definitely Phoenix to a different province for sure. Yeah. It's not likely, but they can. I still have my denim shop coat from the bucket in 85. Dang, you're old. Yeah, you are old, my brother. An orange jumpsuit goes on eBay for like 3,000. God damn. But is anybody actually buying it? Or is it just that what they're going for? The Leafs are going to disappoint without a top level D man, but I wish the best of luck for them. Yeah, like I think if they could get Chikrin, that would be great. I'm not sure that's going to happen. I wouldn't be opposed on moving off from a guy like Riley, you know, but if you have enough insulation, so sure, you might not have like the best guy, but if you have enough guys that are good, yeah, you can win, man. You know, but you have to score. That's the thing. The Leafs are going to. And at this point, I just want them to win around. Just win around. Man, I got the old Blues. You're definitely old too, brother. Hey, Matt, you think Austin Matthews will resign? Yes, 100%. Why wouldn't you? You want to be here in Toronto with the Beebs and be a celebrity, or you want to go to Phoenix and become a nobody and play in front of a rink with like 10,000 people? Or do you want to go to LA where, sure, you're going to get money and you're going to be close to home, but nobody cares? Or do you want to be a star in Toronto? It's up to you. Lindsay is like a bucket, like any other bucket, you know? When you're in the bucket, you're confined. Your time is very limited. You don't have much to do. And you're locked down a lot for shortage of staff and stuff. And it can get really hard on somebody's psyche. So the way guys, I guess, handle that is by doing crazy things, you know. And that's why you get some guys picking on guys, because they're bored, honestly. That's why you'll get guys refusing to lock up. You know what I'm saying? Because they're bored. So, yeah, I definitely think that any provincial can be rough, any one of them, because um, nobody really cares. You haven't been sentenced yet. There's the punishment can't get really any worse. So what? You go to seg, you spend a couple more hours a day locked up. In a place like Lindsay, you're locked up most of the time anyways. So he's being held there until they transfer him. Yeah, for sure. Would 4 months in the hearse be bad, do you think? Is my first long sentence, so I want to know before I go in. It's not super long. And you're going to go to the sentence side, so it's not going to be the detention side, so it's going to be different, you know. Um, the detention side is always much worse. Much, much worse, you know. Hugh, man, I appreciate that. Thank you for the 20 piece. What did you do to keep yourself occupied? How small are the cells? Thank you. Maybe like 6 or 7 by like 8 or 9, probably. I would say maybe 10 max. But some places they're smaller. And you do what you got to do. When you're in the federal system, you have sports, you have a gym, guys will make music. There's a music room where they'll have guitars and drums and things like that. Um, then they'll have things like bocce ball and baseball and soccer. So you can actually keep yourself occupied in the federal system. It's the provincial system that's a problem. That's where there's really nothing. You might get your little 20 minutes or 30 minutes a yard a day, but there's not much going on, right? You're literally just like in a goldfish bowl. That's it. So people get into trouble because you got a lot of time on your hands. None of my business, but any flow involved in YouTube's channel. Not like a ton, bro, to keep it real. But there's a little sprinkle every month. Lloyd Daly, hey Matt, what kind of help is offered for mental health issues? Do they really help? Honestly, medication. That's it. There's no way they could possibly offer therapy or treatment like that for everybody. So they offer basic programs. If you have a program with 25 people or 20 people in it, what is each individual going to really learn? It's like a classroom, right? They're spread out too thin. But medication, I would say. I had a dream about you recently, Matt. I got off the school bus and saw you, and for some reason I said hi and said to you, I wouldn't have been able to die happy without meeting you. No homo. Well, thanks, brother. But no homo. Hugh, no problem, my brother. Anytime, man. Can you describe what kind of programs are available? So you'll have like a basic substance abuse program, and then you'll have like a basic violence prevention program. You might have like a family program, like to try and teach guys to be more family oriented, treat their women with more respect, their kids, etc. And that's basically it. They'll just move guys into those programs. Sorry, I'll pass. I can't live in a bathroom. Thanks for the measurements, man. I'm claustrophobic. Exactly. That's the best way to think about it. Let's not even think about it at all. It's not an option. They still have AA outs from outside come in. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure they do. Just watch White Boy on Tubi. He got screwed over pretty damn good. I don't think I've seen it. Yeah, they do though, Mark. Newborn assassin, man. I'm blessed. I'm tired for sure. I've been sitting around and doing nothing all day, burning out. So I could literally just lay back and go to sleep right now. But aside from that, I'm chilling. Back to work. What are some of your absolute favorite movies? Ooh. I love the movie Casino. I love Goodfellas. I love Zero Dark 30. That's a movie that I love. Um, I love so many movies, man. So it's hard for me to pick out like what are my favorites. Uh, I love the movie Forrest Gump. It's one of my favorite movies. I love that movie. Uh, I don't know, man. I love a lot of movies. I'm a movie guy. I watch a lot of movies. Come on, peeps, hit that like button and subscribe. That's what I'm saying, man. See that right there? Go up top. 2914. Go up top and smash that fucking like button. Read the books to In the South by Mario Puzo. Yeah, I don't mind the Godfather movies. I don't mind them, you know. Uh Menace to Society is one of my favorite movies. Love that movie. There's some movies I used to watch with my dad back in the day, like Sleepers. I don't know if you know that movie. Some of the Die Hards, you know, classic movies. Papillon. What domestic makes it different? What's good, Matt? What do you mean? Felix, what's good? Yeah, Menace to Society is a classic, bro. I'm gonna admit it. I do not care for The Godfather. It insists upon itself. Yeah, yeah. American Me is a classic. Blood and Blood Out is a classic. Colors is a classic. Um, what have I been watching lately? You know what movie I watched the other day? I watched that movie Troll. That's a crazy movie. I'm not super into monster movies, but I like that movie. Sleepers is pretty messed up with the abuse. Sorry, not Sleepers. Sneakers. Sorry, not Sleepers. Yeah, Sleepers is a messed up movie. Sneakers. Is it Sneakers with Robert Redford, Sidney Poitier? Um, is it Sneakers, right? Usual Suspects for sure. I love The Town. I love that movie. Matt, last question. When I go to GP for a domestic charge and they ask me what I'm in for, what should I say? I say you should keep it real. You know, shouldn't lie about who you are, my brother. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's up to you. I would just say domestic. It's probably not going to cause you many issues. Usually the loudmouths were the weakest, but not always. There are exceptions to the rules. American History X is a good movie. It's dark, but it's good. Go up and hit that like button, man. The fuck, bro? Got a problem? Like, hit the goddamn like button. Sorry, pardon my language. Hey, Matt, you would be a great help in schools and institutions. Been watching you from time. The very knowledgeable and would deter young kids from life of crime and drugs. Well, hopefully. It's not worth it at the end of the day, you know? Like, it might feel fun in the moment, but before you know it, you're going to be behind, you know? I was told when someone threatens you, they won't do shit. It's the man that doesn't say anything. Yeah, okay. So I'd say in a lot of cases, the guy chirping the loudest most likely is not going to do nothing. But that's not always the case. There are exceptions to that, you know? There will be situations where somebody is loud, obnoxious, and also a real problem. So it just depends. Who, me? What province? Me, Ontario. Hey, Matt, if you were being sentenced to penitentiary, how do they move you? And how long does it take Toronto to whichever penitentiary? So it's supposed to be 15 days. So when you come back from court after sentencing, you're supposed to sign your waiver. Once you sign your waiver, from that day, it's supposed to be 15 days. But apparently now bed space is an issue, and that's not happening all the time within 15 days. But I'd say within a month, you're going to be there, and probably within 15 days. Wanted your opinion on closing Guelph and the Brook, etc., compared to Super Jail. Better back then, way better. Sure, those places were rough, right? Less monitoring and stuff, right? So you have a lot of fights and stuff, but way better. Food's better, better population, for sure. Matt, you hear about the train derailment in Ohio? Mans are saying the toxic fumes coming to Toronto. Yes. If they come, and let's go, man. Fuck this world, yo. You know, people don't care about this world, man. And it's sad as shit. What would you say have psychopathic traits? Would you say you have psychopathic traits or ASPD? What is ASPD? Antisocial personality disorder? No, I'm pretty social, man. And no, I don't think I'm a psychopath. I have a heart, and I always have had a heart. You know, I don't like seeing people get hurt. It's not me. I don't want to fuck anybody over. Like, I'm pretty considerate, I think. So, no, I don't think so. I mean, court truck, police car, mode of transportation to penitentiary. Yeah, so they're going to take you in a wagon. It used to be on the Goose, but now they take you in a wagon. And that's rough. Did you know Con Air is a Canadian-owned operation? I had no idea. Fishing up a storm. Hit that like button. Thanks, Fishing Up a Storm. Appreciate you. Lloyd Daly, time to start boiling our water before drinking. I'm not chancing it. Hey, man, I'll get rich. Have you ever seen Ex-Cops? Yeah, one time when I was in Fembrook in 2006, there was an ex-cop there. So what he would do is he would rob the bank, and then he would be the first officer on scene. And I think eventually that backfired on him. But he never left his block the whole time I was there. Funny prison skit. Tell me what you think. Guy in prison about to get raped by a different prisoner, like Shawshank. But the victim lies, says, you don't want to. I got genital warts. And the perp says, we do too. How long was your longest wagon ride? And they do suck. Probably 3 or 4 hours. 4 hours, maybe 5 hours, because you have to add the stops. So probably 5 hours. In a wagon, though. Not in a bus. The Goose was a long, chilly ride for me. Yeah, but the Goose was more comfortable, though. The thing is, they still send you to the Hearst a lot of the time, or the East, prior to getting shipped there, depending on where you are. So if you're at Lindsay or Penetang or something, they're going to grab you and they're going to take you to the Hearst or the East. You're going to stay there overnight, and then you're going to go to the pen. But you're going to be on a pen block. You're not going to be like with the regular population, most likely, because a lot of guys didn't transfer or have it up, and they know that, so they don't want to mix you with the population. Were there a lot of people in prison for white collar crime? Oh, for sure. I don't know how many, but I'm sure there's enough. A lot of frat guys, a lot of them. What do you think about level, respect, inside, change over time? You've seen it all. What do you mean? I don't understand, Mark. Can you do decent time with sexual assault charges, or do they have any stories? I would say no, you probably aren't going to do decent time. I would say even if you're able to lie about it to people for your whole time, you're going to be hiding and knowing that if any single person finds out, that could backfire. And there are a lot of people, man, I'm going to tell you straight up, inside even, that have a heart. And even if they knew, they're not going to go tell these guys that are going to come get you because they don't want to see that. I've seen it happen, man, where somebody will tip off a hound to run off the block before he gets cooked. I've seen it. So, but no, I would say you can't do decent time. How would you be able to without constantly thinking that you have to keep this story up and you have to keep everybody fooled, And guys inside are smart, man. They are. So what is the difference from the East and West these days? So the West is close. It's not open anymore. It's an immigration place only. And the East is the same as it was. Scarborough. Yeah, I'd say that guys are still about it, Mark. I'd say that you're always going to have the guys that aren't about it, that are going to argue or lie and go hide somewhere, duck in and smash a bunch of canteen. There's a lot of guys that aren't prepared to take that sacrifice for anybody, but it's one day, and I don't think it's too much to ask when you know the reality of the situation. And yeah, you know how that is, Mark. James says, I lost service on my phone until just now. Mishap the goddamn live for fuck's sake. You know what I'm saying, James? What kind of shit is that, bro? And I can't be on here for too much longer, so I'll stay for a bit, though, bruh. You got a question or two, bruh. Only 12 likes for 20 watching. That's what I'm saying. No, that's 22 likes. 23 likes. Maybe I see more than you guys do. Brian Pugh. Hi, Matt. You're doing good. Cheers, mate. Shout out to you, Brian. Can you beat the body scanner? You can, but I would never tell you on here. But you can. I don't think you can beat it with chemicals, man. I don't. Or like hard materials. I don't. There might be a way with but it'd be tough. I don't know. Great show again. You good, man? Gotta run. Mark, man, have a good day, bro. The East had this effing huge juice monster screw when I was residing there. He was a big... That's like RoboCop in the West. He was like that big juice monkey dude who... How long is intake? What do you mean intake? Like the day you get there? It's couple hours. You'll be up to your block by like 8 o'clock. Does Canadian Pens have a crap load of cell phones inside? Yeah, I'm sure there are, man. When I was there, it was a lot more rare, but it's also a different time now. So I'm sure there probably are, but I really don't know. There might be none. I have no idea. I'm glad I never had to do time, even in my younger rebel days after hearing your stories. Yeah. No, it's not worth it, man. Even if you're capable of doing it. That's the thing. It's not about, like, are you scared or are you terrified? It's about like, do you want to waste your life like that? What's your favorite? Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Hard with a Vengeance. Probably Die Hard with a Vengeance, but I also like Die Hard. I don't think they're quarantined now. I don't know. I haven't been locked up since the whole coronavirus thing. Do the cops that charge you testify at your trial? I'm sure sometimes they do. I'm sure they do. You know, honestly, to tell you the truth, I never went to trial. I was never a guy that had co-accused. I was always by myself, and I always only would get caught if I got caught red-handed doing something. So I would just accept my responsibility and go do my time and get out. That's how I did my life. That's how I was. GGG, yeah, I got the first two. I didn't have a choice. Haven't gotten any more though. That was like a couple years ago. Where do women in Ontario go? Grand Valley. So if you're in federal, you go to Grand Valley, and if you're in provincial, you go to Vanier. I drive buses. I had to deal with a passenger with a knife once. I handled it, kept calm, but it hit me later when the shit got real. Yeah, no, for sure. Some people you gotta keep in mind, like it doesn't really matter what you're doing. You know, you could be doing construction, driving a bus. You could be working as a cashier. People have mental health breaks, and sometimes people kind of just lose their shit. No, I'm not comfortable talking about that on here. GGGG. Yeah, no, we'll leave that alone. But Brian, I understand. You know, you definitely, as driving a bus driver, are gonna see a lot of crazy shit, man. You are. I'm probably going in soon, bro. I'm terrified. Have any tips? Be yourself, man. That's what I'd say. Be yourself. You know, don't try to pretend to be somebody you're not. Don't try to be some super gangster if you're not. Just be yourself. People respect authenticity, man. Real recognize real. That statement is facts. Not everybody cares if you're a super hard gangster, if you can make people laugh, if you're funny, and if you're yourself. Like, GGG, man, you're on some. You got some funny questions running through your mind, my brother. Rick from Detroit did over 20 years, the longest sentence for a nonviolent crime in U.S. history to date, after being set up by Detroit PD on Tubi Now. White Boy Rick. Huh, I'll check him out. J-Bone official channel. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to J-Bone. Yo, newborn assassin, wagwan, bro. What happened to this boy? I always had a hard time getting my pull exercises and doing pull-ups off the bunk bed. Have you ever had to bounce a celly out of your cell? Bro, I've done almost 20 years. Seriously? Like a lot of times, bro. Yeah, I want to be my celly low key, eh? I'm on here like 4 or 5 more minutes, guys. It's hilarious. What's up, Matt? Shouts from Cambridge. Are you also referred as to Maddie or Clarky? Clarky, yeah, for sure. The only person who ever called me Maddie was my cousins. McLegend, what's up, man? How's your pops? Will they let you post bail with your own credit card? Or I guess there is definitely such thing as bail on your own recognizance, but you have to be like pretty new, first offense kind of shit, maybe second offense kind of shit. Jim, you know the answer to that question. Doesn't matter where they are. They don't get treated good anywhere. T-Dot. We're getting there, brother. Have you ever dipped someone up in prison or sent someone or came close? What do you mean dip? Like poked? Nah. Is goof actually the worst thing anyone can call you in prison and you have to fight if anyone calls you that? Or is that a joke? No, that's a fact. You don't have to fight. You never have to. But it's probably a good idea. Okay, bro, I'm out. Happy Fams Day. Be safe. Peeps, hit that button and subscribe. You already know, player. I'm out of here soon too, player. So I got to go get some food, man. Longest time you did in the hole? 60 days? No, sorry. Like 80 days when I went from Fembrook to the Ville. But that's like easy cell time, though. You know, you have your TV or stereo. You're eating like a champ. But still, you know, you're by yourself for 80 days. But 60 days in Lindsay, loss of all privileges. So that's no mattress during the day, no books, no phone calls, no nothing. Nah, John Furtado. It's not me, bro. I fought, but, you know, I'm not saying I wouldn't if I had to, but like, nah, bro. How much is a gram of weed when you're locked up? Depends where you are, man. Anywhere, I'd say anywhere from 40 to $100. It's not crazy, John Furtado. That means that I did my time and had respect. You know, if you do your time properly, like, you shouldn't be having to poke people up or stab people up. Like, that's not reality. You know, it's not like a war zone where it's like you walk in the door and it's Alexander. You know what I mean? It's not like that. It's like if somebody's coming at you to try to kill you, it's because you did something wrong, bro. Travel the other countries with your record? Everywhere except the US, the UK, and Australia. Do you have a personal 1,000 push-ups a day? So I was an animal when it came to push-ups. I was an animal when it came to push-ups. Like, I would do sets of 50s like they were nothing. You know, 50 after 50 after 50 after 50 after 50. I could do 25 sets of 50, no problem. Back in the day. But that's why my shoulders are now crushed. You know, so. How many could I do now or at my highest? My highest, I could do almost 100. You know, I would, like I said, I would do sets of 70. I was 235 pounds. Big guy. Pull-ups, because I was heavy, I was always really heavy. I never got to more than like 12 pull-ups. You know, I probably could have done 15 if I really wanted to, but I always did sets, so I didn't. Okay, bro, I love y'all. Thank you for coming to the live. You guys already know. But I love y'all, man. and I appreciate these lives. So thank you for coming, and I hope you guys have a great rest of family day. It's not much of the day left, but you guys already know. And no, I don't have OnlyFans. Love y'all. The new Matt Clark.